In the news, government increased generation advocates conservation as El Nino conditions drive up power demand. CCJ president denies influence in Mohammed extradition judgment. 3 international bus routes established between Guyana and Brazil. And in sport, venue nears completion for the 18th Guyana Cup horse race meet. This is our Friday, August 14 edition of the NCN News. I'm Samuel Sugnandan. Thank you for joining us. President of the Caribbean Court of Justice, Justice Winston Anderson, has rejected suggestions that he attempted to influence judicial decisions, including the court's handling of the extradition proceedings involving Guyanese businessmen Nazar Mohammed and Azruddin Mohammed. In a statement today, Anderson described allegations that he sought to influence the outcome of cases before the regional court as, and I quote, he says, entirely unfounded and untrue, end quote. He specifically addressed public commentary surrounding Nazar Mohammed and Azruddin Mohammed versus Minister of Home Affairs, Onaj Waldron, Attorney General of Guyana and Magistrate Judy Latchman. Anderson said robust and candid exchanges among judges are a normal part of the CCJ's deliberations and preparation of judgments. He explained the discussions surrounding the Mohammed judgment involved different views about aspects of the reason and how certain issues should be expressed in the final decision. According to Anderson, such exchanges are normal and healthy within an appellate court and should not be interpreted as attempts to improperly influence judges. The CCJ president stressed that all 7 judges were unanimous on the disposition of the Mohammed appeal. He also rejected suggestions that judicial views were suppressed or that any judge was directed at arriving at a particular conclusion. Justice Anderson maintained that judicial independence remains an inviolable principle of the court and one he will continue to defend. Citizens grappling with unusually high temperatures during the prevailing El Nino period have been driving up the demand for electricity. In response, the government is proposing several measures to stabilize the power supply. Nakasia Logan reports.
Among the proposed measures outlined is getting large consumers to operate during the off-peak period to help stabilize the grid. In addition, all government agencies and recreational facilities will have to reduce electricity use by shutting off power after working hours and when not in use.
A circular will be issued to every permanent secretary to ensure their ministries comply. From time to time, people leave on, and you see they leave on the lights and so we're working with the Ministry of Youth, Sport and Culture to take those off because there's no event on the ground. The lights are just on and it's just taking up the usage of energy on the grid.
In addition to the conservation efforts, steps are also being taken to increase generation with the aim of reaching 280.3 megawatts by the end of August. This includes taking an additional 5 megawatts from the power ship and another 9.3 megawatts at the Garden of Eden power plant. Since government took office in 2020, they have added 196 megawatts of power on the grid.
We have 256 now. The peak is 240 to 2.6. By the end of this month, we'll have about 280. We see it to go up gradually to the peak somewhere around 266 in this hot period in this 3 months. So it's not a generation problem.
Apart from government's intervention, the public is advised to look at ways through which they too could conserve energy. Earlier this month, the Hydromet Service reported that Guyana will be experiencing an El Nino period, reaching historical intensity. Nakasia Logan, NCN News.
The Ministry of Home Affairs has announced 3 international bus routes between Guyana and Brazil under the International Road Transport Agreement. The routes are Linden Bovista, operating twice daily, Linden Manaus, once daily, and Georgetown Bovista, once daily. Approved buses must be no more than 8 years old, carry at least 32 passengers, and have air conditioning, seatbelts, washrooms, and facilities for persons with disabilities. Operators must be registered and receive the required approvals in both Guyana and Brazil, while drivers must have an international driving permit. The ministry said fares will be determined in consultation with the Ministry of Public Works and operators. Meantime, businesses interested in operating the routes are being invited to submit proposals to the Ministry of Home Affairs. We now tell you that job seekers and members of the public today had an opportunity to access employment opportunities and a range of government services without having to visit multiple agencies. The Ministry of Labour and Manpower Planning held an integrated outreach at Stabroek Market Square, bringing together its recruitment, labour and skills training services along with health services. David Clark has this report.
The one-day event brought together several government agencies, including the Central Recruitment and Manpower Agency, the Board of Industrial Training, the Occupational Safety and Health Department, the Department of Cooperatives, and the Department of Labor. Chief Recruitment and Manpower Officer Yolanda Grant says their Central Recruitment and Manpower Agency is working to connect job seekers with employers across a range of fields.
We have jobs from the highest level. We have jobs available in the medical field. We have human resource. We also have the low-level jobs. We have jobs to meet everybody who's looking for some kind of job.
Grant says the ministry plans to take this outreach model to other communities with the next job fair planned for September.
In September, we'll be hosting a job fair, so where we can connect with the persons in Region 3, right, that can have access to available job opportunities.
The ministry says the outreach is part of efforts to make its services more accessible to citizens, particularly those who may have difficulty visiting its offices. For NCN News, David Clark.
Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa has announced a series of measures aimed at strengthening support for fisherfolk in the community of Riverview, Rijnveld, following President Irfan Ali's visit on Wednesday. The commitments include assistance for affected fishermen and plans to improve the infrastructure they rely on for their livelihoods.
Now, as I said, those fisher folks who received the grant and who did not receive, all will be on the register with Mikhail. Now, when that happens, who have received the grant, we will put the name as early as possible, add the name to the supplementary list so that those persons can receive their grant.
The intervention will also include improvements to the community's fishing infrastructure, with government promising to construct a proper wharf to replace the current individual landing areas.
What I saw is that everybody got their own little piece of landing. That can't work. We got to make a proper landing for y'all. Right? A proper wharf. Right. So we will have, this is Lionel, I know he's an NDIA man and he do all the wharf for us. He will come back here, look at the place and do the drawing. And then we will tender out it and we'll build it there. So you'll have a proper wharf.
The NDI is expected to return to the site within 2 days to assess the area and prepare designs, after which the project will be tendered for construction. Education Minister Sonia Parag has urged CARICOM leaders to focus on foundational literacy and numeracy, stressing that essential skills must be built during nursery, primary and secondary school. The minister was at the time addressing the opening of the 52nd CARICOM Council for Human and Social Development COSOD meeting on education.
It starts much earlier. All of us know this. If we are serious about building advanced skills, we must be equally serious about strengthening foundational learning. What do we do in the nursery, primary, and secondary schools are just as, if not more important.
Parag emphasized that regional priorities must also focus on empowering teachers, as ongoing training, proper resources, and a supportive environment drive meaningful improvements in education.
We often talk about transforming education, adopting new technology, and preparing students for the future. But none of this happens or can happen without capable, supported, and valued teachers in our classrooms. Our educators need ongoing professional development, the right tools, and supportive working environments where they feel respected. Strengthening the teaching profession must remain at the absolute center of our regional agenda.
Coming up, Guyana and Suriname ferry crossing resumes sailing restriction on MV Kanawaima lifted, and GTA conducts tourism awareness session, among others. Stay tuned after the break.
Attention valued clients, please make sure your air conditioners are serviced and cleaned every 3 to 4 months by ACH Inc., the Samsung factory authorized service center in Guyana. This important maintenance will ensure your air conditioner cools 100% and prevents costly repair. Our trained technicians can service all brands. We are proud to announce Samsung new and improved air conditioners. Reformed and renovated, with 36% thicker copper condenser coil, anti-corrosive protection on the condenser, preventing oxidation. Available at ACH Inc., Guyana's factory authorized Samsung distributor.
In today's tough driving conditions, every engine faces 3 powerful enemies: engine heat, pollutants, and frequent short trips. Each factor is a direct cause of engine sludge, a buildup of dirt that can block vital oilways. This triple threat demands triple protection. Castrol GTX's Triple Protect Power is engineered to fight these 3 main causes of engine sludge.
Across Guyana, oil and gas companies are supporting stronger educational opportunities, from hands-on STEM programs and smart classrooms to teacher development, university education, and practical training. These investments are helping young Guyanese develop technical, digital, and problem-solving skills while creating clearer pathways to further education and employment. By investing in learning today, Guyana is building the expertise and innovation needed for tomorrow.
With amazing ambience, great food, and great customer service, Hard Rock Cafe is the place to be. Enjoy all-you-can-eat wings on Mondays, karaoke on Tuesdays, double deal Thursdays, and live entertainment on Fridays and Saturdays. Plus, check out their rock shop for amazing merch. Visit Hard Rock Cafe at Movietown from 11 hours to midnight daily. For reservations, contact 502-4736 or 648-8686.
This is your chance to win big with Digicel's $6 million spin to win. Top up $2,000 or more or pay your postpaid bill on time and you could get a chance to spin the wheel for serious cash. Every week you could win up to $1 million in cash. Imagine it. 1 top up, 1 bill payment, 1 spin, and boom, you're a winner. So don't wait. Top up now or pay your Digicel postpaid bill on time. Digicel's $6 million spin to win. Your chance starts today. Terms and conditions apply. Digicel. Real connection.
Building or renovating anytime soon? Be sure to check us out at Unique Electrical for all domestic, commercial and industrial electrical supplies. We offer an extensive range of products such as cables, panels, breakers, lamps, bulbs, trunking, conduits and fittings, changeover switches, bus bars, transformers, etc. at affordable prices. Be sure to give us a call on 225-2250 or visit us at 238 South Road Border for all your electrical needs.
Honestly, when I first started, I didn't really think of myself as a leader. But then I joined ExxonMobil Guyana, and little by little, year by year, I grew into that role. Watching the next generation learn, then seeing them build their careers in the oil and gas industry and at ExxonMobil Guyana has been incredibly rewarding. Seeing so many young women who remind me of myself when I first started and knowing that I played a small part in their journey is what Build Her really means to me. Build Her, building the future of energy in Guyana.
Ready to turn your passion for beauty into a real career? At Nayeli School of Cosmetology, hands-on training prepares students for the beauty industry from head to toe. Learn hair cutting, coloring, perming and styling. Master manicures, pedicures and acrylic nails. Get certified in waxing from eyebrow shaping to full body services. Build confidence with body massage techniques and step into the world of barbering. Whether the goal is working in a salon or starting a beauty business, this is where it begins. Nayeli School of Cosmetology, 211 New Market Street between Camp and Waterloo Streets, North Cummingsburg. Call 621-8851 or 226-2124. Enroll today at Nayeli School of Cosmetology.
Thanks for staying with us. Now for more news. The Guyana Tourism Authority, in collaboration with WWF Guyana, has conducted a tourism awareness session and product assessment in Kwakwani, Region 10. The session introduced community members to the role of tourism in local economic development and discussed the types of experiences and activities that could be developed within the community. The product assessment focused on identifying sites, activities, and other community resources with potential for tourism development. Discussions also considered areas where existing offerings could be strengthened to improve the visitor experience. The activity was conducted under the Sustainable Forest Livelihoods Program, funded by the European Union delegation in Guyana to support sustainable livelihoods and nature-based tourism in forest-dependent communities. Questions over the availability of US dollars have resurfaced as some businesses and individuals report difficulty accessing foreign currency through commercial banks. But financial analyst Joel Bagwandin says this does not mean Guyana is running out of foreign currency. He believes the real problem is getting available US dollars to the banks and customers who need them. Kristen Josiah explains.
Having difficulty getting US dollars at a commercial bank does not necessarily mean there is a shortage of foreign currency in Guyana. Financial analyst Joel Bagwandin says the key indicators the country's foreign reserves and assets, and those, he says, are not declining. In simple terms, foreign currency is available in the country, but it may not always be available at the particular bank where a customer needs it.
A foreign currency shortage is determined based upon your reserve. If your national reserve is depleting, then you have a problem. We have a paradox, and I'll explain the paradox. And we're mischaracterizing the issue. It's not a shortage. So let me explain. It's a paradox because our net national foreign asset is on the rise. It's not depleting, it's not declining, it's on the rise. Then why do we have this problem? What we have is a liquidity problem, not a shortage.
So what is causing the problem? Bagwandin explains that one commercial bank may have more US dollars than it currently needs, while another may have many customers looking for foreign currency, but not enough available to satisfy that demand. The problem, he says, is that banks are not routinely trading those US dollars among themselves. As a result, foreign currency can be available at one bank, while customers at another have difficulty accessing it.
But when it comes to foreign currency, they don't do that. So you would find Bank A keeping their surplus for their customers. Bank B is in a deficit they don't have. So they can't get from Bank A. They have to wait until central bank release that money. So it's a market, it's a liquidity issue.
Bagwandin believes a stronger interbank foreign exchange system could help address the problem by allowing banks with excess US dollars to sell to those facing greater demand. He says improved technology and financial market infrastructure could also help foreign currency move more efficiently through the banking system. Reporting for the NCN News, I am Kristen Josiah.
More than $3.6 billion US dollars has been spent with local companies since Guyana's oil industry began operations. This is disclosure from ExxonMobil Guyana President Alistair Routledge. Here are details.
ExxonMobil Guyana President Alistair Routledge says Guyanese businesses continues to play a growing role in the country's energy sector, with more than $3.6 billion US dollars invested and counting. He says a large number of vendors have so far participated in the industry, highlighting what he described as a significant progress in building local capacity.
Over 2,000 individual vendors or suppliers in the industry to date. And collectively, the industry has spent over $3.6 billion US dollars in local companies. These are significant numbers and significant contributions.
Routledge acknowledged that the development of Guyana's resources must translate into opportunities for Guyanese businesses, with collaboration between government, international investors, and the local private sector helping to drive that process. He says the industry's ambition is to move beyond the areas of the supply chain that are easiest for local companies to enter and create opportunities higher up the value chain.
How do we strengthen the supply chain? How do we continue to push beyond today's frontiers? Get into parts of that supply chain which are not the low-hanging juicy fruit, but the harder ones higher up the tree. How do we continue to build the human capacity in the country? How we've achieved today what we've achieved has in part been bringing in some of that capability and bringing in the technology.
Routledge also pointed to the need for greater investment in human capacity and technology as Guyana's energy industry expands. For NCN News, Naisha Bristol.
Young Guyanese leaving universities and vocational training institutions are being encouraged to consider entrepreneurship as a pathway to employment and economic opportunity. The Small Business Bureau says many graduates leave with valuable skills and business ideas, but that lack of access to financing, particularly collateral, can prevent those ideas from becoming businesses. More in this report.
For many young Guyanese, completing university or vocational training is expected to lead to employment. But the Small Business Bureau is encouraging graduates to also consider a different route. That is, turning their skills into businesses. The Bureau says there are people leaving tertiary institutions and vocational training centers with viable business ideas, but lack the requisite capital to implement those ideas.
Many people left the university, they left those training centers with good business ideas, but because they do not have collateral, they cannot approach a bank, they cannot turn that idea into a business venture because they don't have collateral.
The Bureau emphasized that financing opportunities such as those promised through the Development Bank can help remove barriers for young people and prepare them for those opportunities. The SBB offers training in business proposal writing, financial management, record keeping, and small business management.
Put your business ideas on paper. Seek advice from those who have the requisite knowledge to help you in terms of preparing your business plan, preparing your business proposal. If you're having some challenges with understanding financial management and small business development and so on, you can come to the Small Business Bureau.
The Bureau says training and advisory services are intended to help entrepreneurs become better prepared to access financing and manage their businesses. And with new financing opportunities like the Guyana Development Bank becoming available, the SBB is urging young Guyanese with the skills and idea to move from simply having business concept to building a viable enterprise. For NCN News, Naisha Bristol.
Following the re-inspection of the MV Kanawima on August 13, 2026, the announced sailing restriction has been lifted and ferry services between Suriname and Guyana can now continue. The Kanawima Ferry Service Inc. and Kanawima Management Company said the safety of passengers, crew and vessel remain the highest priority. In this regard, the company says further technical follow-up will continue in accordance with the agreed arrangements. They also expressed appreciation for the constructive cooperation and commitment of the competent authorities and all parties involved in both Suriname and Guyana. For those of you viewing the news online, we thank you for watching. The news continues live on television with sport after these messages.
Ready to design your dream jewelry? It's simple with Raj Jewelry. WhatsApp us your design and our skilled jewelers will create it just for you. Stop searching. Start designing. Get the custom piece you've always wanted today. Call us or book your appointment now at 658-5730. Find us at Movietown and Giftland Mall. Raj Jewelry, your vision, our craft.
It's a new day with Shilling Oil. A unique blend of natural oils to help ease and soothe the day-to-day discomforts of life. Get relief from muscle and joint pain, headaches, and congestion. Shilling Oil lets you get back to the things you love doing most. What a relief. With Shilling Oil. Distributed by Massey Distribution.
Looking for a perfect weekend outing? Then don't miss Uncapped Marketplace 2026.
Join us on Saturday, August 15th and Sunday, August 16th at the Guyana National Stadium for family, fun, and shopping.
Explore over 100 agro-processors showcasing the very best of Guyana's flavors.
Enjoy exclusive discounts, exciting gifts, and discover amazing local products all in one place.
Sauces and seasonings, beauty and skincare products, craft items, fruits and vegetables, and beautiful plants.
Uncapped Marketplace 2026, August 15th and 16th at the Guyana National Stadium.
Support local, shop local, discover something new. Admission is free.
Admission is free. We'll see you there.
Nature inspired the technology behind Dry Coat by Lanco, a paint that repels moisture, keeping your walls dry and flawless. No stains, no damage, just beautiful protected walls. With Dry Coat, you can choose any color you love and stop humidity in its tracks. Dry Coat by Lanco. Perfect walls, moisture free. The experts recommend Lanco.
Lanco Guyana Inc. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lanco Guyana. Telephone 227-1725 or WhatsApp 743-0348.
What's fresh, clean, and keeps colors beautiful? It's Ozon's powder detergent. For the very best results, add Ozon fabric softeners. The power of Ozon.
Imported and distributed by BPATS.
For the best and most affordable sanitary ware, visit Tulsi Prasad Limited today. We are the distributor for Armitage Shanks Sanitary Ware in Guyana. In stock are closed couple and low-level toilet seats, lavatory wash basins, pedestal sinks, urinals, faucets, shower panels, and shower roses in a wide variety of designs and sizes, float valves, cistern kits, siphon, and many more. Come into us at Lombard Street, Georgetown, or our manufacturing complex at Providence on the east bank of...
Honestly, when I first started, I didn't really think of myself as a leader. But then I joined ExxonMobil Guyana, and little by little, year by year, I grew into that role. Watching the next generation learn, then seeing them build their careers in the oil and gas industry and at ExxonMobil Guyana has been incredibly rewarding. Seeing so many young women who remind me of myself when I first started and knowing that I played a small part in their journey is what Build Her really means to me. Build Her, building the future of energy in Guyana.